me give me a second. Let me just. All right.
Now I'm scared.
I feel like a Dragon Ball fan now.
Yeah, I'm ready to talk about anime.
No, you haven't done your steroids yet.
Oh,
What's up, Simps? Welcome back to another episode of Trash Taste. I'm in Simplord number 1, and I'm with Simplord number 2 and 3. We're tired. Have you guessed? I hope Mudan left that fucking shouting thing in at the beginning, because that is like that. That's not an act. We sometimes do that just to wake ourselves up for the show.
Yeah, sometimes I'm taking a book. Taking a page from Connor's book, and just I was about to say taking a book from Connor's page, and then I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right.
So what have you guys been up to this week? I know, Connor, you went on a trip, right?
I did,
Yeah.
but before that, I got the sick new shirt.
Oh,
I don't know if you
where'd
guys-
you get that sick shirt?
Probably the same place you got your sick shirt.
And same place Joey got his.
When was this? Yeah, that's right. We're finally releasing merch. After all this time, we've seen it on the subreddit, we've seen it on the Twitter, and we're like, where's the merch, guys? Where's the merch? Cash in on that merch. You know, be a modern YouTuber. We're finally got our own Trash Taste t-shirts in white and in black.
Yes. So yeah, if you want to simp us, you can go to where's the store again? Do you want
So this is a special deal that we're doing right now with our friend Bakuretsu, who, if you guys can see the logo, he's the guy who designed the logo.
Yes.
And he decided to, this is an official collaboration merch for a limited time, only 2 weeks. So you have until, I believe, October 24th, 12 p.m. Eastern time to pre-order these shirts. And hopefully by the time around Christmas time, maybe, you guys will be able to get these shirts. You can get it in either white or black.
So buy them. Buy them now.
Yes.
Buy them now. Use
Go
the link
buy
down
them
below.
now.
I mean, this is more like kind of like an experiment for us. We were always talking about merch, so we didn't know how many of you would be interested. This is just like a first release. So if you like this, then we might do more merch in the future. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very simple design, but we just wanted to start simple.
Yeah, just start simple, you know, easy to know.
Materials are amazing, I gotta say, boys.
Oh yeah, this is much better quality than what you'll get at regular t-shirt sites. But so if you're interested in that, go to buckaritsu.co/trashtaste. Links in the description as well. And yeah, hopefully you guys will simp for us with these beautiful new shirts.
But yes, Joey, I did go on a trip.
Oh yeah, where'd you go?
I went to Niigata, which is northern. North.
Yeah, it's
North?
like
The
directly north of
Yeah.
Japan. Not Japan. Directly
north of Japan.
directly north of Tokyo is what I was trying to say. Yeah.
And I had a friend, Kenta, from university, who actually loved the story parts from our university because he was like correcting some of the details to me.
Oh really?
In my mind, yeah, and how like the neo-Nazi guy made like phosphorus chemical substances in the building.
Were you fucking roommates with like Walter White or something?
Dude, honestly, this guy was insane, man. But anyway, yeah, it was nice meeting him again. I haven't seen him in ages, and he lives in northern Japan, and he's a teacher there and a pastor, and yeah, he's chill. Went up to see him. Pastor, yeah, he's a pastor. So in
like
Japan,
pastor, not pasta.
not pasta.
He's a pasta.
pasta.
Linguini.
Fucking, I can't say it right. A pasta. It's a pasta. Pasta. If I wanted to eat pasta, I would have that. But he's a pasta.
Did you eat pasta with the pasta?
I did not. I did not. Yeah, because in Japan there's a. This is gonna sound so dumb and condescending, but there's a job for like foreigners because he doesn't even look that foreign. He still looks Japanese. He's half.
Right.
He's half Welsh, half Japanese, and his job is to basically repeat a script that a real pastor might.
Right.
It's all for show. So they just want a foreign-looking guy to like say the
So wait,
words.
he's not even like a legit pastor.
No, none of them are. It's like a fake service. So you pay a guy, and he just says the lines and does all the moves and looks the real part, but like isn't a pastor. Like that's his job, and he marries people.
Wait, how is that a job? What in what job sector is this a needed?
I think there's a huge market in Japan for like wanting like a foreign experience wedding. It's like a really like.
Could I find this on Craigslist? Like looking for fake
No, it's like
who
a
looks
legit,
foreign.
It's expensive as well. He was telling me the price is like it's premium. It's for like rich people. Like
rich and dumb people.
Yeah,
Clearly.
to us that's dumb as fuck,
it's
but to
dumb as
them
fuck.
it makes sense, right? Yeah. So that's his job, and yeah, he was basically like, "You want to hang out in Niigata?" And I was like, "Sure." I want to leave Tokyo. I'm just sick of Tokyo.
How long were you there for? Like 3 or 4 days, right?
Yeah, 3 days. Yeah. So the first day I didn't really do. Oh, the first day I went out with him at night, and he took me to a bunch of girl bars, which are. Not like hostess bars, because hostess bars, they sit next to you.
Yeah.
It's just like a bar where the girls are on the other side. And you just like, normally it's like 40-year-old, 50-year-old men just like
Right.
really
Yeah,
from what I
understand, it's a girl bar is just where the bartender or whoever's like your waitress is just obligated to talk to you.
Yeah, so we went to like...
Is that right?
Yeah, we went to a bunch though.
It's like a really expensive call center, but it's like it's like one-on-one.
So some of the prices weren't bad. Like the first bar we went into, the girls like only spoke to the other girls. Not that like I'm like fucking pay me attention.
Yeah.
I'd never been to one. He was like, "Do you want to go to one?" And he was like, "Do you want to see them all?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not? This will be a fun story to tell on Trash Taste, which is worth more than money."
Yeah.
So the first one was like 900 yen for 30 minutes, and you
That's
could
cheap.
so you could drink as much as you want in that 30 minutes. And it went very slowly because the people were no fun there. But yeah,
Well, clearly that explains the price, right?
Yeah. And so we just like banter with them. Like one of them was saying that they can't understand English characters, and in Japanese, I asked them like, "Can you read kanji?" And they were like, "Yes." And then I was like, "I rest my case." I was like,
Wait, as in like they can't read the alphabet?
They've been studying it for like 5 years and couldn't read the English alphabet, and
What?
I'm like,
How?
I'm like, yeah, but then exactly. So I was like, so you can read kanji, right? In Japanese, she's like, yes, and I'm like,
Omoshiroi.
Yeah, and then, I said, I'm not sure. And then all the old dudes in the bar laughed, and I'm like, hell yeah, dude. And everyone clapped and stood it now. And then
He said it, boys.
yeah.
so then we left that bar, and immediately like 4 people were like, yo, and I was like, oh, nice. You know these guys? And he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, we're following them? He's like, yeah, why not? And I'm like, okay, cool.
Right.
So we're following them, and they take us to a bunny bar.
Oh, like everyone's in a bunny costume.
Is that what I think it is?
exactly,
Everyone's just in a bunny suit.
Yeah, but due to COVID, they weren't in the bunny suits. They were in bunny schoolgirl outfits. And I thought this is a cop-out because they're wearing school outfits, just
but
normal,
with the bunny ears.
Just with bunny ears.
That's like every cosplayer who says they cosplay and they just wear Naruto headbands.
Yeah.
You know?
And then like we walked in there, and it was exactly like what you think. It looked like, to quote Joey, a bunch of ugly bastards. It was like 50-year-old men who looked like really, really like
Just craving for attention, right?
Yeah. And we sat down, and we looked at the prices, and it was like $50 for 30 minutes. And
Jesus.
then so we were like, so we're leaving, right? Like we're not staying.
Yeah.
And then he looked at me, he's like, yep. I'm like, cool. So I'm just gonna go now, and then you follow me.
Yeah.
So we just did that. And then the guys
Oh,
who
so
came,
that you didn't look sus, right?
we
yeah.
ditched the guys who took us there,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Oh, where you going?" And we were like, "Nah, bye." Went to another bar, and that was a lot of fun. We just spent all night, and then somehow some sketchy dude was like, "Come to another bar." No, we don't. Never met this guy. We go there.
At what time of the night was this?
It's like 2 a.m.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
2 a.m.
okay.
We got taken to another bar, and we get in there, and it's like a drag queen bar,
Right.
and like proper gay bar.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. And I sung Bohemian Rhapsody, and I was butchering it.
Yeah.
And I knew the guy next to me was like, playing very nice because he was saying I was singing great, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, oh, real life, is this just?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you're with, right? No one can sing Queen well.
Yeah.
Everyone butchers Queen.
It's like, you're a very attractive guy, but you don't need to lie to me. You can just, you know what I mean? Just
I know I'm butchering.
Right, like, I know I'm shit at this. You cannot make this more obvious. Then we just went to another bar and just chatted shit with the people. I feel like my Japanese got way better when I was drinking more.
I don't know why, but it's the same as my Japanese as it is my Thai. Where when I get like a few drinks down me, somehow your language skill is just improved by like 5-fold. I don't know why.
You stop doubting yourself.
Yeah.
You just say shit.
You just say shit.
It's really weird though, because like that works for every language except English.
It's so funny. Like I forget how to speak English, so sometimes I just like like when I get super drunk. I noticed last time we got drunk in that onsen, you just like started speaking Japanese.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I'm just
that
like,
happens.
I totally get that because when I get drunk, I just start speaking Thai as well.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. So many people have told me like when I get blind drunk, it doesn't matter if no one around me can speak Japanese. I only speak Japanese, and I'm like really fucking proficient. Like I'm reciting like a fucking like MLK speech in Japanese. And meanwhile, like if I go back to English, I just be like, more drink here. I just turn caveman when I go English for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah.
I bought a souvenir.
Souvenirs.
The little green bean things.
Connor learnt to bring gifts.
Well, I guess because Joey brought.
After I
brought it.
pressured them. All right, don't worry, folks. We found them. They were just behind us the entire time.
So I'm guessing because Joey started this, now we have to bring things back when we go somewhere.
Yeah.
And, I was told this is a famous Niigata thing. What is this, Joey?
It is sasadango.
Of course. I mean, I can read that.
That's my favorite.
But what is it, Joey?
I
Tell
actually,
us.
I know of it. I've heard of it before, but I've never
Shall
actually.
we dig in?
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, this is banana leaves.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And it's just like a dango, which is like not a dumpling. What's the word for it?
Mochi?
Yeah.
Oh, red bean paste, kind of like.
Yeah,
cake
kind of like a
thing?
red bean paste. It's got
Okay.
red bean in it.
Yeah.
Crack it open.
Yeah, but basically you just crack this open. I've never actually had one before. I know what these are.
Right.
Because I've seen them around because all sorts of different, because I think there's different types of sasadango for different areas of Japan.
Wow, that's.
Look at that.
Wow.
That's some Totoro shit right there.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
I also, for Joey's birthday, I got him a bottle of wine from
Oh,
Niigata.
thank you.
Which I don't know which one you want, Joey. Then I bought one for the Trash Taste Boys. These are both Niigata wines.
Yeah, because you stayed in a onsen that had a winery in it or something, right?
Yeah, I went to visit it. I didn't stay in it because it was like $800 a night, and yeah, Trash Taste ain't doing that well yet. Maybe in the future. But yeah, no. So I did try a lot of the local wines while I was there, and I thought they were actually pretty good. And I thought, why not bring back a wine for the boys?
Can I see the other one?
Yeah, I noticed with Japanese wine because I remember where I went to. I can't remember. I think it's Koshu Valley, where it's kind of like the Napa Valley of Japan. And I tried a lot of the local wines there.
Really
and
good.
and I find that Japanese wines are either really good or not
Very
so
shit.
great. Like
Very shit.
there's I've never tried a Japanese wine and I've just been like, this is okay.
I love though that this is considered Japanese wine. It's like, oh yes, my favorite Japanese wine, Zweigeltreb. I probably butchered that German.
Oh, what the fuck?
It says Japan at the front though, so you know it's good.
This is like the weirdest unboxing I've ever done. But yeah, we are unboxing.
This is really fucking
banana
like,
leaf.
pasted
Yeah.
on.
So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have to because this thing is thick.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to kind of take it
Ooh,
in
look-
small chunks.
look at
Don't
that,
don't
look
eat
at
the whole
that.
thing because you will choke on it and possibly die.
Are you serious?
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, no. People, you know, it's like really common way that people die here is they like a lot of old people die from choking on dango and mochi.
What
and stuff
the
like
fuck?
What?
That. Yeah.
Health hazard.
Bite into this thing?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
that looks
just-
ominous.
This reminds me of a Thai dish. There's a Thai dish that's something similar.
Just do small chunks, yeah.
Yeah, it's like we in Thailand we have like banana leaves that are like sticky rice that are wrapped in banana leaves, and it's very thick.
That's actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
Oh, can I have the banana?
That does
I'm not going to eat it all in one. So
that does taste
this-
like a banana leaf.
I like this.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's get the shit.
Hard to
Yeah, I like
describe
it.
the flavor though. I mean, other than the red.
I mean,
bean.
like, okay, for anyone who hasn't tried red bean paste, it's how do you describe to someone who hasn't tried red bean paste before?
Oh, dude, it's weird. It's hard.
Yeah.
And
you guys like it, right?
I like it, but it's
It's grown on me. Red bean paste was that one thing where, as like, I don't know, as someone who grew up in the West, my idea of
Sweets.
my idea
Yeah.
of like desserts
Yeah.
or sweets basically just boiled down to chocolate and ice cream.
Right.
And like if I'm feeling like super fancy or something, something like a tiramisu or a cake or something like that.
Well,
so having shit like red bean paste and like like mochi and stuff, I'm like, man, this tastes really good.
Yeah, I've always been fascinated in the whole like Japanese sweets like culture, I guess, like
it's
food
weird,
culture.
man. They go crazy with
Yeah.
this.
It's called wagashi, for those of you who want to know. But like dango, mochi, that kind of stuff is like, it's weird because a lot of wagashi, a lot of Japanese sweets can either be sweet or depending on what you put with it, they can also be savory. So it's like a weird, because like this, for example, it's sweet, but it's not like a chocolate
Yeah.
sweet, right? Or like a tiramisu sweet.
Yeah.
It's almost a savory sweet, if that makes sense. But I mean, like my dad, for instance, like can't eat red bean paste just because it's weird. He likes the flavor, but he doesn't like the texture.
Yeah, it's super thick.
Yeah.
It's just basically
It's like grainy, right?
yeah.
Almost.
It's
Like sludgy. I don't know. Not really. Like,
We're
it's-
throwing a lot of different adjectives out, and then none of them are matching.
It's because like there's nothing I can point to in like that people can just ground that texture with in like the West or something. It's just something. It's thicker than ice cream, but it's a bit like pasty as well. I don't fucking know. I'm
Just
doing
eat
an
it.
I'm doing an awful fucking
Just
job.
try it out. Just eat
But
it.
I like the one dessert I haven't like enjoyed as much as I thought I would have, like based on the hype that everyone talks about it, is shaved ice. Japanese shaved ice.
Shit. Shit. Shit.
It's basically just like a Japanese version of a snow cone, essentially.
People fucking love it here, and I'm like, just get an ice cream.
Yeah, like
Just get an ice cream.
like
Well,
some-
but sometimes you don't want an ice cream. Sometimes you want something a little more refreshing than an ice cream.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, like
full of
because
drink.
here there are some shaved ice places that people will line up to for fucking an hour.
Okay, I don't get that shit. Like, I'll just fucking make it at home. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna like because there are some like shaved ice places that are like there's stores that specialize in shaved ice.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, what's the difference between making it at home, making it here? It's like,
Yeah.
oh no. Like Maylene, fucking, because she's
Of course.
because she's a fucking food critic, right? Our producer. She's like, oh, I found this like amazing shaved ice place, but there's like a 2-hour line every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are people lining up for it? It's like, oh, it's like fluffy. I'm like, that's not what I look for in a shaved
Yeah.
ice though.
After like 2 minutes after you've been given it, like
Yeah.
it all just starts melting to the point
Yeah.
where it just doesn't taste good. It's
it's
just
just
mush.
it's just slush.
Yeah.
It's like having a slush puppy with extra sugar on it.
Yeah.
And like I don't like it, the places when they just have like chocolate sauce squirted on shit. Like how can you sit there and tell me something is worth 2 hours wait when you've just got a bottle of like chocolate squeeze shit on
Like
it?
Hershey's
Yeah,
chocolate
it's
sauce.
like this shit. You can't. You literally have just put chocolate sauce on water, and people are lining up 2 hours for this shit. You kidding me? Like gelato, that shit is amazing, man. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
that shit. So fresh.
I like gelato. Like
Gelato gang, rise up.
I absolutely love gelato. Like I had like proper
alright.
authentic gelato in
what do you
say?
mean it's all right? What the fuck do you mean it's all
I had
right?
to
Alright.
stop my thought there just to hear that. I'm like, excuse me.
It's just thick ice cream. Let's be honest, guys.
Oh.
Let's not
That's
let's
the
not
best
build
part.
let's not build this up. You have one fucking bite and you're like, man, I just had a 3-course meal on that bite. I'm good.
Okay. I had legit like. I don't want to say it's weird to say
Yeah,
homegrown.
in
but like-
Italian?
yeah, I had like
Italy,
legit gelato in like Florence in Italy.
Yeah, I've had
and that
it in
shit
Italy
was
as well.
the fucking.
Oh yeah,
bomb.
it's the best.
I thought gelato here and like in Australia was good, but then I had it in Florence. I'm like, damn, this hits different.
Italians, man, they know how to make fucking gelato. Great.
Oh, they know how
I
to
love
make
you,
good
Italy.
gelato.
Please keep making gelato.
Yeah, Florence, please keep making gelatos.
Never change. Never change.
Never
Italy.
change. Never change. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, are there any other like Japanese sweets that you guys
Melon
like?
pan. Melon pan's great.
Melon pan.
Yeah.
Is that considered a sweet?
Yeah.
I mean, that just goes back to the bread conversation
we're not bringing
where
up
like
bread.
a lot
I
of things
don't
just
talk about
happen to
bread.
be sweets,
Yeah,
but
it's
are
sweet
they
bread.
really sweets?
it's more of a sweet than bread, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah, things like melon pan and like chocolate cornets are considered like kashipan, which is sweet bread, or like confectionery bread. That's what it's called.
cornets.
Yeah.
Yeah, chocolate cornets.
Like the cornetto.
No.
That's what I thought as well.
No,
I'm like,
no,
is
no.
he talking about a cornetto?
No. Chocolate cornets are like the ones that Cornetto eats in Lucky Star.
Oh,
Yeah,
those ones.
like the little like swirly
Yeah,
things
yeah.
with the chocolate
The
inside.
poopy ones.
The poopy ones.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the poopy bread.
They look like poop,
Yeah,
right?
it's the poopy bread, right?
Yeah. And you bite it, and then
then
a
it's just
black,
like-
some black shit just
like-
comes out, and it's just like,
comes
oh,
out.
okay.
Yeah. No, so
Never
like
seen this.
Have you not seen it?
No.
I'll show you, but like you've definitely seen it. It's
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
got like the
Probably.
big hole at the bottom where where they squeeze the chocolate into. And the entire debate, like Lucky Star started this entire debate of like which side do you eat the chocolate cornet from, the fat end or the thick end?
Yeah.
And the entire first episode of Lucky Star is that. That's how an anime opens.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Man.
great. But like but there's lots of those kinds of bread in Japan.
Yeah.
And then there's like the savory bread, right?
Yeah.
But for some reason they also make the savory bread sweet in a sense. So I just don't.
There's just nothing. There's just nothing that's savory in Japan.
There's nothing savory. And when it comes to bread, there's nothing savory. It's weird enough. Like this kind of shit is more savory sometimes
Yeah.
than the
Yeah,
bread that you
yeah,
get,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's
But,
like, what do you want? Something savory. Okay, so just a little bit of sugar, right? It's like, no sugar. So just
I don't
just
understand.
just 1 teaspoon of sugar. Is that what you're talking about?
It goes back to the whole like Thai dish with like spice, right? It's like, what do you mean no spice in a Thai dish?
That's not an option.
yeah, like one chili, right?
But like I noticed with Japan, there's so many different types of sweets, and I feel like it's because of the gift giving culture here. Because there seems
Yeah.
to be like a gift for every occasion and
stupid.
every kind of relationship you have.
Yeah.
So dumb.
Yeah.
So dumb.
There's my favorite example of just the gift giving culture that is just way too intense is Valentine's Day in Japan.
Yeah.
Oh
White
my
Day,
God.
Valentine's
Yeah.
Day.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's the whole concept of like Valentine's Day, which is on the usual February
Yeah.
14th, and then there's White Day, which is March 14th.
Yeah.
See, the only reason I know this is because of anime.
Yeah,
because
right?
there's that one episode in every romance or harem anime where like the girl or the guy is just rushing to get some fucking chocolate for the other character.
The girl is always like so shit at making the chocolate and has to stay up all night, and the chocolate sucks. But the main protagonist is like, no, it's still good.
And it doesn't matter because she poured her heart and soul into this. You know,
It's 1 week before, right?
What?
White Day.
No, White Day is March 14th. It's a month after. So what it is
Wait, after?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, so Valentine's Day traditionally, right,
Mm-hmm.
in every other country is guys give chocolates to the girls give chocolates to the guys, right? Like all that kind of shit. But yeah, that's the traditional way, right?
I think so.
I think so. But in Japan, Valentine's Day is specifically a day where the girls give chocolates to the guys.
No, this
Yeah.
is right because now I remember this. I was like 6. So you get like a month to like analyze their gift and
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
all right, how much am I going to spend
Yeah.
back? Like,
Yeah, and then White Day is and basically you have a month to basically.
Connor gets out his spreadsheet and he's just like, okay,
because
you have a month to
what's
optimize.
what's the worst thing about having you're both going to buy a gift for each other at the exact same time?
this is why I hate Christmas.
No,
man.
exactly. Because
This is why I fucking hate-
Because right, you have to like either mind read each other and
Yeah.
be like, how much is he going to spend,
Yeah.
or you
Yeah.
got to just straight up be like, max 20 quid. We're saying max 20 quid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's great because
But like, I hate having the conversation before Christmas. Just
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're setting a budget on this, right? We're like this is
What
this is our budget.
There's no budget.
yeah, so that's great. I remember this because then I got a gift and I was like, sick. So I can just either not give you a gift back if I don't see you again in a month, or I can plan it out what I'm going to give you.
Yeah, exactly. So, usually it's the whole idea of like the guy has to give an equal amount, or because Japan is always like
Got to
this,
one up it.
you gotta one up it. The
Gonna
guys
one-up
have to
it.
one up the girls,
Or
right?
just say psych and don't date her anymore.
True. But here's the thing, right? In Japanese Valentine's Day, I know because I made a whole video on this.
Right.
There's 3 different types of chocolates you can give.
Really?
Yeah. So there's
What?
okay. So there's honme choco, which is the chocolate that a girl gives to a guy who the girl like really likes. You know,
Yeah.
it's like the one basically. And then there's giri choco, which is a chocolate that a girl gives to a guy that she has had some kind of like
They've literally-
non-platonic relationship with.
Dude,
basically.
someone literally just saw the Apple pricing for the phone. Let's do that with chocolate.
Yeah, pretty much. So basically, like Giri Choco is like, say, like, you know, if like Maylene, for example, right? She's our producer, like we
Yeah.
work together. So she would give us Giri Choco because we work together. Like
Yeah.
we're involved in her life in some way. So as
Is there ever a point where you're like, stop, I can't eat this chocolate.
Yeah.
This is giri chocolate.
Yeah.
We're on the tier above
exactly,
this.
exactly.
I can't eat this.
I can't believe you thought about me like this, man. I thought we were closer than this.
But like, yeah, and then there's that, right? And traditionally, that's where it ended. But recently, there's a third type of chocolate called Tomo Choco,
Yeah.
which is where girls will give chocolates to other girls who they're friends with.
I hate this so much.
Oh my god.
I hate this.
Oh my god.
So Japan is somehow just fucking.
They've spreadsheet chocolate.
They've spreadsheeted Valentine's
because
Day,
it's
basically.
it's spreadsheeting gifts. Because I remember I had a conversation last week with someone who like is like the manager of like Teddy Lloyd and Miyavi, one of Maylin's friends, and she was telling me about how she like every time she has a new client or like someone she has to manage, she Japanese culture is that they have to give a gift. So she goes to this department store to like get this gift for this new band or something, and then the department clerk literally asks them, okay, how well do you know them, what's your relationship with them? And then she answers that, and then the next question was, so where are you giving it to them? Are you giving it to the dressing room? Are you giving it in the office? And
who
she
cares?
and like she literally had a fucking spreadsheet. Apparently she pulls out a catalog depending on what answers she was given to give the perfect gift.
This is extreme flowchart. Jesus
And I mean,
Christ.
it's just like, dude, it's just some fucking. It's just at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of sweets. You know what I mean?
You know what this is the equivalent to? This is the equivalent to like, doing those like personality questionnaires at the start of RPGs to see like which partner you get, but then after you fill it out, you have all the options open to you anyway.
No, it's the
That's exactly what it is. It's like,
the fucking
who cares?
it's the fucking Facebook quiz.
Yeah,
of, like,
exactly.
Which character are you?
Which Valentine's Day gift are you?
Oh my god.
Japan has not only done this for Valentine's Day, they've done it for like Christmas,
Everything.
they've done it for like
Everything.
Halloween.
They've done
Yeah.
everything.
They've done it for
Yeah.
everything. They've just completely somehow made everything like a million times more complicated than it should be.
as if life here isn't stressful enough.
Yeah, right.
With all the fucking paperwork you got to fill out for everything.
And then you got shit like, Osebo and Ochugen, which is
Yeah.
like giving gifts at like certain times of the year and shit
Yeah.
to people, and it's just
See, this is why I'm glad that we don't work exactly in an office
Oh,
environment.
thank fuck.
oh no.
Like we work with people who understand foreign culture and everything like that. So I don't have to, because if I'm working in a Japanese company, I'd be so fucking stressed out. about
yeah.
Not even my work, right? Just getting like not fucking up with
Like
these
imagine
gifts.
going to a company party or
Oh,
going to like a
fuck.
company drinking session and you just don't know how to act.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's me, right?
Jesus.
Like
Only in Japan will you go to the office and you're more stressed out about your like social status than you are the actual work that you're
Yeah.
involved in.
Like I'm stressed enough thinking, am I giving my business card the right way?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you know
No,
what I mean?
because there's rules to that
There
as
is rules
well.
to that.
Yeah.
I just want to like swap business cards, but no, it's like, is it pointed the right way? Am I? We have to give it at the same
Dude,
time.
I had a situation where I had to give my business cards recently, and
Right.
I had Maylene was there, so I had like a 1000 IQ move. I'm like, oh no, my manager will do it. I'm not. I
And then
don't,
Mayleen's just like,
I'm like,
sweats.
I'm not going to give my business card. My manager
Yeah.
will give you her business card.
I do that to Maylin as well. Every time we're in a business meeting, I'm like, Maylin, take it, swap contact details with this
do the thing,
person.
Maylin.
Do the thing, Maylin. You can handle it.
it's the opposite
Yes.
for me because she knows that I can speak Japanese, right? So she waits for me to go first.
But like in reality, I've just forgotten my business cards. I don't carry them with me, man, because I don't want to fucking carry them.
Yeah.
The thing
It's
with
because
me all
it's
the
because
time.
you have to have a separate business card holder, and I've not gotten to the point
Yeah.
where I have enough business meetings where I could be like networking at
Doesn't
any
happen
point all the
often.
time, and
Right,
it just
right.
looks tacky if you just pull out your business card and it's in like your beaten ass wallet,
Yeah,
with 20
scrunched up and shit.
with 20 other million cards in it. That just doesn't look cool.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
bullshit rule I found out the other day in Japan? If I want to leave my apartment building for more than 2 weeks, I need to get permission.
Oh yeah. Is
What
it
the
Is it more than 2 weeks for you?
Yeah.
For us, it's a month.
More than 2 weeks, I got to get like permission to leave my house.
Oh
from
yeah,
my
that
building.
is
What?
that, isn't
You do know why that's the case, though, right?
Why is that the case?
It's because there's a lot of cases in Japan of people running away.
Oh.
And they leave the house space. They basically escape just from
Isn't
their
that what a
lives.
guarantor is for?
Well, no, because if the guarantor can't chase you up, then
No, but the guarantor has to pay, right? Isn't that the whole point?
no, you send the money to the guarantor,
Hmm.
and then the guarantor has to pay. But if you're not sending any money to the guarantor, then the guarantor can't do anything.
Oh, I thought the whole point was the guarantor pays if you can't pay.
That's if the guarantor is nice enough.
I guess I can understand if they're worried about that, but then also, I don't know, it's just weird living in the UK where I don't know, it just seems like I'd never want to have to ask if I can leave.
Yeah, true.
That's weird.
You have to ask, you have to ask permission to do everything.
2 weeks? That seems like a little. A month I can kind of understand.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So like every time Aki and I go to like the US, for example, like
Yeah.
like last year, like before the whole
Yeah,
pandemic
yeah.
thing, where we were in America for like 3 months at a time or something. I have to call them up. I mean, it's super easy. Luckily,
I can imagine they never say no.
no.
But it's just weird though that they might say like, no, you can't go.
Well, I mean, for us, it's easy because I just say, "Oh, it's for work," and they're like, "Okay."
Yeah.
They don't question it, you know. But
Yeah.
if it's like, I have to attend an anime convention, then maybe they'll be like,
Yeah,
all right.
if they were like grilling you, I'd be like, mind your own fucking business. I pay you.
yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, dude! I remember I saw a few comments that were like, man, Connor fucking hates Japan. Why is he living there? He's so ungrateful, man. And it's like, nah, I want to
Privilege.
because I guess we do often point out the things that we don't like about Japan a lot, but that's because I think a lot of people, in my mind, view Japan as this like utopian country.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's like any other country, it has issues.
And also,
Yeah.
and also because I think that we've experienced living here as opposed
Yeah,
to just
yeah.
visiting here, right? Like,
Exactly.
you can't get a scope of a country
Yeah,
just
yeah.
from visiting it.
True.
Right?
Well, I mean, like we have complaints about any country we
Yeah,
live
we're
in.
British. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
going to complain about anything. Like,
like-
I'll find a complaint with something I love. 100%.
I love it, but fuck, I hate it.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Like there's when I lived in Thailand, there were like so many things that I didn't like about living
There's
in
things
Thailand,
you
but
love,
there's things I fucking love as well. So it's all like a give and take wherever you live. Like the more, it's funny, right? Because when I was a kid, I was like, I want to live in here. I want to live in X. It'd be cool if I lived there. But like the more I move around and the more I travel, the less I know where I want to settle down.
Yeah.
Because like the more I travel, the more I'm like, man, I really love this one thing about that one place, but man, I really hate that one thing about that
Yeah,
one place,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
really want
Yeah.
me to like. I don't know, like this COVID situation has just made me feel trapped in this country.
Oh, for
you
sure,
know what I
for
mean?
sure, for sure.
This has probably been like one of the longest I've gone through in my entire life without
flying
flying somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like for me as well, like this is the longest I've been in Japan for like an extended period of time without going anywhere.
Yeah.
And I've definitely, I don't know, I haven't noticed anything new about, you know, like any of the good parts about living here or any of the bad parts, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's made me appreciate the things that I really like,
Yeah.
and fucking despise the things that I hate.
True,
you know,
true.
it's like
Right.
to another level. though.
Yeah.
I wake up every day and I walk past my router and I just smile. I'm like, damn, damn, I have a gigabyte download and upload. That's just beautiful. I love to see it, dude.
I don't know why I heard you say Naruto.
I just get sit by and I'm like, damn, you're good.
Damn.
Damn, you do your job good.
Yeah.
What is it?
What is UK fucking sucks for
No,
internet?
dude, like
You're
what?
talking to the Australian here.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah,
true.
don't talk to me until you've experienced the 0.4 upload.
No,
bro.
dude, because in fucking Wales, man, you would get like
Yeah, but you live in the middle of fucking nowhere.
yeah, right. So they'd be like, oh yeah, we only have copper wire, by the way. We're not going to put any other wire down. Here's your 0.1 download that doesn't work half the time, and it's like cool. And then they charge you like fucking $80 a month for it.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, why? It
Yeah,
doesn't work.
That's what it was like for us in Australia. It was like we had copper wires everywhere.
Yeah. And then do they say that like, oh, someone will come on this day, and then no one fucking
No.
turns up. That happens so many times. Or they turn up, they'd be like, yeah, we're gonna send someone to fix it. They turn up and they're like, yeah, I have no idea what's wrong with it.
Like especially in Australia, the whole, if I were to sum up the whole like just service business side of things in one phrase, it would just be, well, that was a fucking lie. Because they never show the servicemen never show up on time. Transport never fucking shows up on time.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, the
an
Sydney transport. I don't know about other parts of Australia, but Sydney transport had to have been one of the worst I've ever experienced, right? Like,
really?
if you go, okay, so I had to catch a bus every day to
Yeah.
go to uni,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And this bus turns up every 20 minutes. That's what it says on the
Yeah.
timetable at the stop, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. This next one's coming in 10 minutes. Sick.
Yeah.
10 minutes passes, no bus. Like, not a single bus. I'm like,
Yeah.
did I miss it while I was looking down at my phone? Where is
Yeah.
it?
Right,
whatever. Another 10 minutes, doesn't show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay. But then 5 minutes before the next bus shows up,
Yeah.
the previous bus shows up.
Right.
But because the bus is full, it
Can't get on
doesn't
it.
stop.
Yeah.
So I'm like, not only are you 15 minutes late, but this motherfucker didn't even stop for me.
Dude, you fucking have that in like Wales as well. This boy's lucky. He grew up in a city.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, I did too, technically.
oh
but-
shit.
So he grew up in Sydney, right?
I grew up in Sydney.
What the fuck?
Which is like the biggest
One
city.
of the biggest city in Australia.
So, like my bus, there was the one that I used to, if I wanted to go to England, like Chester, I would have to
Yeah.
get this bus, and it was every 30 minutes. Problem is that it was always give or take 30 minutes late. Like 30 minutes late or early. So
Yeah.
the whole, you basically just had to just go there and wait. And like if it said like, 3:30, it would just turn up at 4.
Yeah.
And then you were like, is this the next bus that's early or is it this bus that's late? I don't know. It's basically a fucking mess.
Yeah,
I hate
it was bad as well because not only was sometimes the buses late, but sometimes the bus would come 5 minutes early because I don't know, it just
And
happened
yeah,
to
I
speed
don't know,
run all
it's-
the
it
fucking
wasn't-
traffic
fucking
lights.
wait.
Like it wasn't
Yeah.
really a schedule. It was just like a rough estimate.
It's like a
of the time.
recommended route. Like, we should probably get here
Yeah,
about this
recommended time of arrival, right?
yeah, don't stick around though. Fuck
Yeah.
those kids. Yeah, and it's the same with like package deliveries in the UK. I hated it because they would say, between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Be at your
Yeah.
house, and it's like, well, so I just got to be at the house the whole fucking
For
day
12 hours?
Yeah, because you've just said Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like that is 8 to 8. You know what I mean? And then it wouldn't even turn up on the day sometimes. So it's like, what is you? What?
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
here in Japan, we just got a couch for the office just
Yep.
this morning, right? And we set it for 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Right?
Yeah.
2-hour window, perfect.
Yeah,
The couch arrives at 12:01.
yeah.
And they phone you as well.
they phone you to make
they phone
sure.
you to make sure that you're in and they can come and everything, and it's beautiful.
And then if you miss it, you can also just reschedule. Say if you miss it at like 8 a.m., you can reschedule it the same day for it to come at like 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Which is like insane. 'Cause in the UK, if you miss it, it's like, right, well, next month we have a schedule, we have a slot 3. And it's like, what? It was horrible pre-ordering games, and the games would
Yeah.
turn up like 4 days late, and then you might miss it, and they just wouldn't post it through the letterbox. So you got to call them up or go online, and then it'd be like, oh, we have a free slot in 5 days. It's like, 5 days? I pre-ordered this game. What do you mean 5 days?
See, because back when I was living in Australia, I know I got a lot of comments about this, but we have Amazon Now in Australia. But back when I was living in Australia,
Congratulations.
Yeah, I know. We finally got it.
Century.
Because people are like, Joey, what are you talking about? We do have Amazon. Back when I was living in Australia, we didn't have Amazon. All right, back in my days, we didn't have Amazon.
I don't know what I would
Joey's
do.
an Australian boomer now.
I'm an Australian boomer. I'm an
Back
Aussie
in
boomer.
my day.
Back in my day,
day.
we didn't have Amazon yet. Like
Yeah.
Amazon's only like a recent thing that got introduced to Australia because we only had eBay.
yeah.
And
Wow.
Why would you use eBay for anything?
Yeah, like I still have never experienced Amazon now or the comforts of like living in a place where you can just get your package literally hours after
Oh,
you
yeah.
Oh, it's
fucking
beautiful.
order it.
I mean, especially coming from me who never experienced Amazon until moving to Japan.
Yeah.
The first week of me experiencing Amazon, I was like, I feel like a god. Like I can
Yeah.
just get things delivered now without having to wait arduous amounts of time.
Yeah, I don't know how people moved to Japan before Amazon existed as like a gaijin. Oh my god.
I don't know
I
how.
don't know.
Futon,
Like,
just living on a futon.
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess my house just wouldn't be furnished for like a month, I guess, or
Yeah.
even more. And fuck knows how I would just get like normal necessities that I just can't find in
Yeah,
stores or
right.
anything
It's like,
that.
oh, I need a phone charger. I could just go on Amazon, get it delivered probably the same day, or I could trek 30 minutes by train to the closest big camera to
Yeah.
buy one measly cable. It's like, why would I do that?
Tokyo doesn't have this, but London did. London had Amazon Now, and it was basically like 2-hour windows.
Yeah.
You could, if you ordered it, it would come in 2 hours.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was insane.
Like
Like-
expedited shipping.
Yeah,
or-
like sometimes we would be at a house party and we'd run
could
out of
order-
alcohol.
yeah, you could order
And
alcohol.
like instead of going to the Tesco's, we'd literally just order our alcohol off Amazon.
Yeah.
And it
Wow.
would just turn up like an hour later when we were like low on beers.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the future. This is this.
Yeah, like a whole crate, and then also like I remember I ordered the crate of beer and like a Nintendo Switch game, and I was like sick. So I was like,
like who ordered the Switch
Yeah,
game?
yeah, it was at a party, and they were like, "Who ordered fucking Mario Party Super?" Sorry, Super Mario Party, and I'm like, "No, that's me."
It was at the bottom
Yo,
of the
I
six
just really wanted to play Mario
I
Party.
was
that
just
one
really
night.
fucking jealous of the guy in the other room who's playing it. I really wanted it, man.
That's awesome though.
I think on their internet it was quicker to get it delivered on Amazon Now than
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
to download it and like wait
Oh,
for
wow.
the downloads
Wow.
because the download speeds are shit.
Oh yeah, true.
That's like first world problems in a nutshell. Download too slow, just order it off Amazon. It's slightly faster.
Yeah, because when I used to make long videos, I had to leave my PC on all night and a bit on the next day, and I
Yeah,
couldn't
same.
use it because if this is just to upload files for Evan to edit.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to leave it on all night, hoping that when I woke up they were all uploaded. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be able to use my PC.
Right.
So yeah, that was a pain in the ass. Now I
Yeah.
just upload it on 1 hour
Because that's the problem with the copper wiring, right? Is that like when
fucking
you're
slow as
using
shit.
an upload, for example, like really heavily, the download has to compensate for the upload.
oh, it's
Yeah,
garbage. Bro.
So like every time I would like upload a video at like 1 a.m., right? I couldn't use the internet because I had legitimately like fucking dial-up speed.
I was about to say, you're going back to dial-up at this
Yeah,
point.
it was
crazy.
legitimately dial-up speed. Like it took like 2 minutes to load up Twitter.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can't do this.
I can't live like this.
I can't do this, man. Why would you do this to me?
Yeah, it's crazy. And they used
Yeah.
to like the companies used to throttle my internet all the fucking time.
God, were you with Virgin?
Yeah,
Fucking Virgin, man.
Virgin Media fucking sucks.
My
dude.
God.
What a version company.
They really were
They're not a
Virgin
chat company at all.
because like they on paper they give you the best internet speeds that you
100
can get.
megabytes download.
Yeah.
Never fucking saw it once.
You never see it, and at peak times, man, you are not getting anywhere close near to what they advertise to
Yeah.
you.
The moment you upload or download anything as well,
Yeah.
they immediately throttle you, and I had to call
Yeah.
them up so many times. When like, hey, turn that shit off. I paid for this, and they charge you so much.
We're going back to the days of dial-up where you
Dude,
have to be
yeah.
like, "Mom, get off the phone. I'm
I-
downloading a game."
I had
Oh
to
my
do
God.
that with my little brother when I used to play League at home. I'd be
Yeah.
like, my ping would go from like maybe 60,
Yeah.
150.
Like I remember,
Owen, get off the fucking Pornhub, Owen.
like whenever I remember back in university, whenever you were living in like
Oh
a shared house,
Yeah.
my God, trying to game in a shared house is fucking impossible. Because yeah, your ping would either be like 10 when no one's awake, or when it's dinner time, it's like fucking 800.
God.
I'm like, who's fucking downloading another episode of Game of Thrones? And everyone's everyone's torrenting
Everyone
some
puts
shit.
their hands up. No, that was. I mean, it was fucking worse for me because like when I was doing YouTube, like back in Australia, all of my YouTuber friends were in America, right? So every time I jump onto like Gmod or something, on a good day, my ping would be like 300. I'll be like, guys,
why even play at 300 ping?
because I was desperate for friends.
When we all.
I didn't have any YouTuber friends in Australia.
There must be a formula for like ping correlation with how desperate you are to hang out with that person. Because I play League of Legends a lot with Didus and Emily, and it's like 200 ping, and I'm like, man, this sucks, but it's really fun. Damn, I wouldn't do this.
Oh yeah,
for
no,
them.
I mean 300 ping Gmod was still fun.
Yeah.
But
That
I mean,
doesn't
yeah,
sound
no
fun
one
at all.
could kill me because I just keep fucking teleports
The
behind
lag
you.
compensation.
What is the value of friendship, right?
Is it 300 ping?
What is your ping limit?
We
for
should
friends?
break down the value of friendship by ping number. It's like, would I pay 160 ping for you? Yeah, I'll pay you that. Like
800 ping, ultimate friend. 100 ping, just an
I
acquaintance.
just want to talk to you, man. That's all I want.
Yeah, so you used to upload daily on that garbage internet.
I sure did.
Oh my god!
And that's why my
How?
computer exploded.
How
Remember?
did you not get like burnt out from that? I think I would like hate.
I mean, I did get
every-
burnt out after like 2.5 years of doing that because I quit Let's Plays a week before I moved to Japan.
I remember when you quit that, and I thought like, good.
Yeah. Oh, everyone was like, "Good. You should have done that ages ago." And I think I did it at the perfect